Man, this stuff works really good. Yo, what's up guys? So here we are today, another video, and I'm just gonna walk you guys quick little simple process of giving this motorcycle set here. So given this motorcycle set, we're gonna lay some Outborn Sealer white over this. Obviously these two parts needed to be replaced and they're in primer, and then we have a whole new set of white. But we want it all to match, so we're gonna lay some white, obviously to turn these white, and then we're gonna give these all a nice light coat of white, and we're gonna use this Outborn Sealer white to do it, and then we're gonna lay a pearl over it and buff it and send it on its way. It's not really a crazy big job, but it should be pretty cool. The pearl we're laying on it is pretty special, and we're gonna be using this Outborn Sealer, which is, this stuff sticks like super amazing. So anyway, let's get started. All right, so first thing I've done is obviously I've laid primer, but even on these over there, I've gone ahead and sanded these. So you can go ahead and see where they're sanded. I've kind of wiped them off already with a degreaser and also with a tack cloth. But you can see it's all sanded. There's no shiny part. These were actually shiny bright white. That's the color of the plastic. But I just hit these with 360 grit, got them really nice and smooth, and then went back with 400 grit, got everything nice and sanded up, and that's going to give us our good adhesion for the Outborn Sealer white to stick. And then we'll be able to do a little bit of sanding on the Outborn Sealer and then lay our pearl. All right guys, it's a simple process. When you get one of these, it says right on the bottle, reduce 10% per volume, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and choose. See, I have my PPS cup in here, and some of these say 10% right on them. Yep, right here. So I need about up to the 2 here, and then we need 10%, so that's up to that line. So we're going to go with white up to there, and then we're going to fill it up with reducer up to the line. That'll give us 10% reduction, and then we'll give it a spray. So one thing I've noticed, this is a fresh bottle here, so one thing I've noticed with the sealer is that it might go on kind of semi-transparent, right, which will make you worried at first. It kind of worried me a little bit at first, but as it dries, the opacity of the sealer actually becomes super noticeable. It also, compared to urethanes, it seems to go a lot further, right? So when you use urethane paints and you reduce them down, they kind of seem to spray out of the gun really fast. And when you're using the Outborn paints, it's not really that they're thicker, because they're not that much thicker, but it just seems to spray out of the gun just a little bit slower, maybe even just atomizing a little bit better. So now I'm going to add 10% reducer. There. Cool. Mix it up with this mixing stick. And that's our reduction and mixture for the base coat. Pretty simple. I mean, just follow the instructions. And to spray this, I'm going to be using my Segola 4600 Extreme here, just to give us a nice even coat over the whole bike set. You'll notice after you reduce it and you stir it around, mix it up really good, it's going to get a really nice consistency. It basically feels just like urethanes would. But from what I've seen, this stuff sticks like way better than urethanes, especially fresh dried, because like fresh dried urethane, it's pretty easy to like nick off and stuff. Once it really dries, it's good, But this stuff, after a good 4 hours drying, it's on there, man. You're gonna have a tough time trying to get it off, whatever you put it on. So anyway, that's the mixture for this. Pretty simple. Gonna go ahead and cap this off and get ready to spray it. So simple enough. When it comes to spraying, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do 3 coats of white over the primered areas, and then probably 2 nice light coats over the pieces that are already white that don't really need that much white. And then I'm going to give them a good 30 minutes in between coats, just so it dries up good. If I notice any little imperfections or anything like that in between coats, I'm just going to take a fine grit scuff pad, sand pad, and just kind of nick those off real quick, just like you would on an enamel paint job. Just if you get any kind of weird defects, it's best to clear them up as you go, then hit the area with a tack cloth, you're good to go. Anyway, let's spray some base coat, then we'll come back, we'll let it dry, and we'll go over the pearl. Alright guys, so I got them all white. Obviously these were all white already, but now we have these pieces all whited out. They look really good. They've dried overnight. And the Autoborn sealer, I mean, it's just basically just like base coat. It dries up, it's ready for clear. In this particular instance, I'm going to take a fine scuff pad. So this is like a fine grit. I forget what, I think he said 600 grit, 600 to 800 grit, something like that. And I'm just going to give these a quick little pass, clean off with the scuff pad, and then I'm going to come back with the tack cloth like always, tack it off. I'm going to be careful not to touch anything, and then we'll come back, mix up our clear coat, and throw our pearl in and get ready to spray some pearl. Alright, so I got everything all sanded and made sure to wipe off all the parts. And now we have our clear. I've already gone and ratioed out the clear 4:1 with our Wanda 2K clear here. And we're using fast hardener because it's a little bit chilly out. It's about 65 degrees. It's nice in here, but outside it's not so good. And once I turn on the ventilation, the temperature will drop a little bit. So give me this good mix, and then we're going to throw in our pearls. So this is a blue, green, purple chameleon paint. I've never used this. I've never used this brand. I used it a little bit on the Prince vehicle, but that was hidden by the heavy purple flake. This time we're actually going to lay a nice, just a pearl paint job, and this is the pearl that the customer wanted. And I tried to find it anywhere else. I couldn't find it besides the place where he sent me, which is Paint with Pearl. And again, it's the blue, green, purple Super Flash 4779 BG. And it comes in a bag like this. I thought it was going to come in a little jar or something, but it came in a little bag. And I've mixed up enough clear to do about 2 nice coats, maybe 3 coats of this. And I'm gonna try to I need to find a mixing stick and pour some in there. So this is actually way too much for this amount of clear, so I'm just gonna do about 2 nice big scoops like this. And that's more than enough for the whole bike set. So we'll go ahead and put this away. Maybe it'll come up on another project, who knows. But we'll see what it looks like, and that's kind of what this video is about. I'm gonna use my 4600 Extreme to lay this out. Do about 2 good coats of just this pearl. There you can see it all mixed up. 2 good coats, maybe 3. There might be enough for 3 in here. I know at least 2 good coats, and then I'm going to do about 2, maybe 3 again, good coats of clear without any pearl in it, just so that over the top it's able to be wet sanded and buffed and have a nice protective layer over the pearl. I'm going to give each coat about a 15-20 minute flash time, just a little bit longer than usual, because we don't want any of this pearl to sag or drip or anything like that. So we want that clear to stiffen up pretty good before we lay a new coat. Just mixing it up, make sure the hardener is mixed up and everything. We'll let that sit for a good 5 minutes, and then we'll get to spraying. Alright guys, so here we have them all finished, and I've kind of had the heater in here going for a few days, or a couple days, so they're nice and dry already. It's nice and hard, and the actual pearl itself looks pretty good, and it's actually more of like just a really fine flake, you can tell. And it does do green really good, but getting the blue and the purple to really kind of, you kind of see it a little bit over there. But yeah, anyway, it laid out really good. It's a nice sparkly type of pearl. You can see there. And I always like trying out new pearls, but it seems like the picture's kind of exaggerated on this particular pearl. In the pictures it does, see, there you go, you get the green and the blue. Where's the purple? There's no purple. But yeah, in the pictures it was really contrasted, you know, that it was green and blue and purple. And maybe if we pick this up here, let's see, maybe if we pick it up and we move it around like this. Nope, it just looks green to me. But nonetheless, it laid out nice and flat. I was able to get it to lay out really good. I did 2 coats. Excuse the trash. I have to take out the trash. It's cold outside. I'm trying not to open the doors. Probably today I'll open the doors for the first time. But oh, look there. You can see the green, the purple, and the blue. See that? Ooh, that's a nice shot. I mean, it does do what it says. It does do the 3 different colors. And if you move around, you see now the green's over here, the blue's over here, the purple's over there. You know, and it kind of shifts as you go around. So it's a really pretty pearl, not gonna lie, but they don't need to exaggerate on the amount of actual contrast in the pearl. I think if they just showed a nice video and you're showing what the pearl looks like. And so I'm just gonna run the buffer over these really quick. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice shot. I wonder what kind of bike this is. I don't even know what kind of bike this is or nothing. The guy just said, hey, I have motorcycle parts. Need them painted. I want them this particular pearl. I said, all right, it'll be this much. He said, cool. When can I bring them? I said, today. He brought them. And here we are. Nice finished product. I'm just going to buff these out. This is not even buffed yet. But you can see it's like super smooth. And that was with 2 decent coats, like mid coats with the pearl. And then I did 2 nice heavy coats with the clear, and it really shined up really good. Came out really nice. So just trying to get some shots of the pearl, get you guys an idea what it looks like as you go around. But anyway, I'll put links down below. The Createx Autoborn Sealer White works as a great base for laying pearl paint jobs like this. Obviously the Sealer Black, if you wanted a dark pearl, you'd lay the Sealer Black sealer. And I'll also put a link to this Paint with Pearls. We don't get any kickback on that, but if you could tell them we sent you, be much appreciated. Just tag them, tag us, do whatever it is you do on the social medias. And I'm out of here. I'm gonna get these buffed up, let the customer come get them, and we'll see you guys in the next video. It is a pretty pearl, like it's super sparkly. Look at that. And if you do like a sideways kind of view angle, you get like the green. See the greens over here, and it's more like a blue purple over here on the sparkle. So it is pretty nice, but like from far away, it's not as dramatic, for sure. Still though, it's like almost like a metallic paint job. So hope that helps some of you guys out. Maybe you guys have been eyeing out those pearls or something. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Later.